Okay, so we're going to start, I think this is number 10, I hope it's number 10, of the English mistakes in China, and this one is, I think, where we left off. I don't check every video and I'm not that careful, so sorry if I covered the same thing twice. This mistake's a little bit more complicated because the grammar. So the children touch everything they interest. So this is basically if you understand English words but don't understand the difficult English grammar. If you just turn that into Chinese, you can understand the simplicity of the grammar, which is fine, but it's just not very fluent. So let's check the next sentence, one of the correct answers. There's 4 correct answers here. Children touch everything they have interest in. This is very natural, although you may know that in English, many teachers don't like when you have a sentence ending in a proposition. So they don't like to have in. So I'll show you what you do after I read the next one. Children touch everything they are interested in. So let's see, the differences are interested in or have interest in. They're basically the same. And the next one, if you want to take off the proposition at the end, sorry, that was preposition. The preposition at the end, what you're going to do is go to children touch everything in which they have interest. And this is a grammar that you should study and get used to. And the next one is just are interested in. Okay, so let's go down. Because. So because our teacher didn't come, so our class. This is a pretty common mistake. It's not really serious, meaning that I understand what you say, but we don't use because and so together. Although and but, we don't use them together. So remember those two and try not to make this mistake. All right, let's go down. It said become. He turned to be a teacher. This is kind of funny. I think people may remember turn into, like, 变成. So people might think turn into something, so they say turn to be a teacher. But if you're going to say 他当了老师, he was a teacher, you could say. He became a teacher, meaning that he wasn't one before, but he was then after. Okay? And the next one, been. So I have been saved it. So a lot of students throw in the extra been, but if you do that, this becomes passive. Passive tense. 被动的. So you don't want to do that because 不是你自己被留. I have been saved it. Yeah. And then you say it. It's really weird with the it at the end. 有一种内在矛盾. So you can't have it and been saved, So I have saved it. I have been there, that's okay. Maybe that's where people make the mistake. I think people make the mistake either because, I have done, I have been, I have gone. And they remember that, and then when they say saved, they just kind of say both been and saved. They say 2 verbs. Or they forgot what been means. Maybe they just throw it in there because they had it in there before, like I said about the other one. All right, let's look at the last one. Running is benefit. So this is because there's different ways to say it. It's beneficial, it benefits, and you take them both and mix them together. So remember, mixing them together is a very common pattern for mistakes. When you remember 2 ways to say something, try to be careful about which one is which. Okay, that's all for today. Please like, send it to your friends, subscribe if you can, and thank you very much in supporting me in this book.